One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will get first crack at it here. Quick toss to the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Demon Deacons line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Dyer. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that first possession. The 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They try to get it outside on the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. Look at the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Back to pass, it's Denson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, out-breaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Punt is on its way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Got a man. It's Davidson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davidson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find...
Turning it on! That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. This is a design run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 15.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. The give is to Williams. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
Timeout, Clemson.
And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
On the run, it's Davidson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive. To talk about you got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Coastal Carolina. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Catch in the middle, it's Little. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Get set.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Find some fresh air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got the quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Dyer. And they can't make the play on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's hooked. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. To the air. It's Dyer. Caught behind the line. It's Latu.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Coastal Carolina. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Dyer. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got
deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from a lot.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is one of those tapes that you don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what to point to. And listen, they got to take deep shots. I get it because they're down by a lot. But this is
going for it all. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.